Everybody to a little recap stream from this season, this first week of OG Fortnite, which I think kind of sucks. Actually, it really sucks. There's a lot of things I don't like about it, and I'll kind of touch on that as I go through these dubs here. I'm having a tough time with this one. It's really sweaty. I play build. I don't like zero build, but it's really tough, man. The last, like, always the top 5, 10 people in the match are just really. I'm just outgunned on every level. But here's where I was kind of outgunned on this one. This kid played like he was like a teenager or something. Had some good building skills. He landed a couple of shots, but he just seemed to panic and not really know what to do sometimes. So I'm gonna let this roll here. We're kind of at distance. It's just me and him. This kid had like 11 or 12 wins at this elims at this point. Had to kind of camp my way into this last fight. Because remember, not knowing the map, like it's all, I'm really at a disadvantage here. But this is kind of cool. I'll let this run through. I'll stop it from time to time. But I take a shot at him and get myself in some trouble and luckily get out of it. Brought back the hunting rifles, which I'm not all that deft with, you know. He's looking for me. There's a drop coming down. I got stuck on a tree. But when you take that first shot, that's when, you know, there's no more hiding. And I had a suppressed AR, a hand cannon, which was gold, nice, and this like blue hunting rifle, which, like I said, I'm not very good at. Missed my first shot pretty terribly. It's the tension's building. This is kind of what I play the game for. These moments of do I push, do I hide, it's so much angst, but it's also really invigorating at the same time. Here we go. Oh, come on. Nice lag. Might have hit him on that shot. From his point of view, when I watched it earlier, looked like I got it. Now, look, I don't really know what to do here. I'm not going to push this guy. I'm not going to build up and over. I don't have great weapons. There's this big valley in between us. The storm's going to push to my right. And I think part of this kid's crucial mistake is he doesn't manage the storm very well. He keeps finding himself with the storm pushing him towards me, and he can't like really, not camp, but he can't like stop and do much attacking because the storm's pushing him around. Because he's coming to get me. I'm like, all right, cool, come get it. Let's go. Now that almost went really bad. Those grenades could have ended my game right there. Now, as he's using the grappler to get away, he's a little hurt from the shot that you couldn't see I landed with the hunting rifle. The storm was tickling him a bit, and I almost pull his head off right here with this hand cannon. It was so close. Oh. Now, I don't know if you noticed it right there, but there was 2 times he had me on the ropes. One, when he's coming towards me out of the storm, it's like, bro, why aren't you shooting at me? No, I don't know if he had his map up and he wasn't paying attention, right? Or if he was maybe on his grappler, but one, he had me there, and then two, I pop him with the hand cannon, and then we get stuck in a build together. We both turn the wrong way, and I think he was so concerned about being hurt and the storm doing damage, he just wanted to get into zone because the storm was going to take him down, and he didn't want to take any more hits because he was so low, which was kind of funny because it ended up like costing him anyway. He should have just stayed there and tried to fight me. And I'll just do a quick little run from his side so you can see what I mean. Nothing fantastic about that dub. It was just a relief to get one because it's been I was being shredded in OG Fortnite. It's been so hard. And this kid clearly is better than me. I mean, what I mean is, look, you hear me say this, like, I got to outthink my opponents. Like, this kid builds way better than me, right? Like, his reaction time and stuff are all superior to mine. But he makes bad decisions. And that's the other thing, is smart players are smart until they're rattled. This kid isn't necessarily smart, but he does get rattled and indecisive. So, it's probably 11, I don't know. But either way. See, in the storm, unnecessarily. Yeah, see, I did get a piece of him right there. Okay, see, he has me. He should have kept firing. He should not have reloaded his weapon right there. I'm clearly could have taken 2 or 3 bullets right to the face right there. What was, I mean, it was a big miss by him. Yeah, he's back on the storm. Like, what are you doing, kid? He's like shoddy. Like, dude, why are you not shooting me right here? What are you doing? What was that? And that was it. That was the most underwhelming of the 3. But it was my first one. And I'll take it, I saw that kid's name in the feed, like, crushing people, and I was like, that's probably going to be the last guy. And it was. I got lucky. MICSMYDAD, see you later. All right. This next one's kind of fun because it's another example of someone who doesn't know what to do. They have plenty of time to pivot and reassess, and yet they just can't decide if they want to stay on high ground or if they want to come down and fight me. And they just keep getting in trouble with the storm. It was pretty funny. I was kind of late to pushing the last fight of the game. Let's get up here. About there, I want to say. I gotta go further up. And those little shrubs you put over yourself, man, those are so cool. Like, I didn't realize they work so well, but they do. No, that's the guy I'm gonna fight. Okay, we'll go my point of view first. Sorry, V Breezy. Right about there. Hopefully I'm not too far up. Well, again, these low elim games, but that's just the way it is. Like, I can't. I mean, I've had a couple of 6 elim games, but it's hard. Okay, sorry, some can't. This guy just wiped out a dude in a tower fight. This guy that pushed him just made all these mistakes, and so I'm like, cool. Do I push? Do I wait? And I go, no, I'm just gonna wait, man. Looked at where the storm was. He's got to come to me. I hear him tromping around up there. No, my weapons aren't great. I got a blue tac shotgun. I have an AR and something else. But I had some of the stink bombs, the gas stink grenades. Oh man, those things come in so clutch sometimes. It's easy to get nervous right here. If this guy's sweaty, like, obviously he hasn't seen me yet. He's not using ESP. But he's still got high ground. If he peeks and even sees that bush, he can just start lasering me. So it's hard to kind of sit tight. I'm not as stealthy as my friend Mike Moz, who camps these, and like he just is so steely. Like, I don't know how you can be so patient. But I did okay right here. Okay, I'm pushing through. I want to get him right away. Don't know where he went. Take a look around. Okay, look at all this wood. He went this way. Now he's dipping out. Okay. I'm not going to drop straight down. I'm going to wait here. I know he's hurt. That second pump would have finished him. I just missed it. Getting hit markers. So he's had time to reassess, get some distance, put some walls up, and he tries to push back. I give him credit. That just ruined his whole day right there. Like, those grenades just completely, he had a plan of attack and it just got completely foiled. And he built like this big dance floor. Like, I got all this room to operate down here. And I'm like, bro, come down. Like, I'm kind of cool with this. Now, the reason I keep moving is plenty of times I've camped under builds and stuff, and you can kind of hear someone drop. I'm not using visual sound effects. I don't know which side they're always dropping without those things. And if you're stationary and they drop on the wrong side of you, you're totally boned. Like, it's because now you got to move after they have the drop on you and get a couple of shots off. So I just keep wandering around, waiting to see if he's going to try and come fight me. See if he's going to push. Throwing up these roof tiles, okay, cool. Like, if I got to push out, it gives me a little time. Okay, now I'm going to go put it back up just to taunt him. I'm just toying with him right here. I'm like, all right, cool. Do it again. I don't care. This is kind of funny. Like, are we going to party or what? See, now I know he's indecisive. I'm just putting these things up to troll him. I'm like, yeah, okay, cool. I'll just put him back up again, and here we go. Now, there was a bit of a lag right there. He just came out of storm, and he's missing a shoddy pump right here. That guy played that totally wrong. Poor guy. You know, I almost feel sorry for you, V Breezy, because I think with a tag like 4569, you might be a few months older than me. So, while I don't condone elder abuse, deal with it. That was, indeed, you made some really bad decisions there. And I'm going to highlight them before I move on to the next one. It's pretty funny. Now I'm going to go further back. Sorry about that, everybody. Because I want to show how he kills this guy, and then he gets pretty indecisive with the loot pile. No, a little further back, sorry. Okay, now we're good. And I'll say something about that. And all from personal experience. Okay, this is a guy that he kills. All right, so when you're in a match, and by the time you get halfway through, by the time I get halfway through, I'm pretty much going to stick with my loadout unless I see something I really like that I don't have. If I'm carrying weapons I'm not that big of a fan of, then okay, cool, I'll switch it up. But I try and stick with what I got because I've already kind of like subconsciously attached myself to the type of damage it does, the type of weapon it is, the size of the magazine. And this guy takes this dude out and kills him all there. And this dude had good weapons. That guy just floundered right there. I mean, what are you doing? He was probably a better player than both of us. So when you get indecisive at this point in the match, it's like, do you even know how you want to fight if you're going against someone as good or better? He drops the AG, or the light machine gun, I should say. He drops a gold pump. Okay. I don't know. I think his weapon choice there was really, really terrible. He had a chance to really bulk up, and he blew it, because that light machine gun would have shredded my builds. The gold pump would have really shredded me if he would have landed a shot, but wasn't meant to be. This guy made some mistakes the whole way through. Lucky for me, right? I capitalized. You know, you gotta keep moving, don't want to catch a sniper. I got lucky, he goes right by me. Man, I wanted him so bad right there. What's the rule about taking minis? If they're taking minis, they're hurt. Now he's not doing like macro edits, you know. He's not doing spam macros, so he's not cheating. He's probably just another overachieving older dropper like me, which is fine. And here's where he had a chance to push. I thought it was Shroud. Don't fall. Oh, he got a brick. See, he doesn't know what to do. That's what I was saying earlier. A smart player is smart until he's rattled. And now he's just floundering and not sure what to do and how to come and get me. I've clearly hurt him a couple of times. So he's concerned about that. But it must be worrisome that I'm not coming after him. Maybe he thinks I'm scared, but I'm not. I'm just down there like kind of just being patient. I mean, the storm's your back. Look where it's gonna go, dude. Like, I mean, look at that line. Like, just ramp out, skybase it, or just skywalk it, I should say. Or go. Anyway, he just made mistake after mistake, and that's kind of how I won the game. More so than my team did. I put it back up. I'm like, oh, F you. He doesn't need to repair his panels, like. And this is not a bot, okay? What, am I gonna be under those panels? What are you thinking? Back on the storm again. Nice down ramp. Okay, there's his miss. Second miss. And good night, V Breezy. Thank you for the dub. Okay. Promise this last one is a bit more entertaining. The two fights I'm going to show are way better, especially the last one. The first one's pretty good too, man. I somehow was focused this game. I have no business playing ranked, but I went for it, and I won my first rank drop. I couldn't believe it. I was in a state of shock, because you're the one for me, Fatty. No, I won't start doing that again. Right about here. Okay, so I'm on the backside of retail row. I was just backlining stuff and waiting to kind of come in late because I knew I'm not going to just run through and fight people. Let's change this. Gameplay. Again, we'll do a little run through from my POV, and then I'll show this next guy. Because this guy, I didn't realize he sees me off in the distance. See that arrow back there? The guy's zooming around. He sees me right here. And he focuses me. I thought, like, whoa, dude. When I saw the replay originally, I'm like, how did he perfectly know where I was? But Sir Bossman 111, he, because I saw the car go by, I'm like, oh yeah, he doesn't know I'm here. I'm just going to camp. No, this dude totally knew I was there. I'm like, do I hear a golf cart? What's going on here? He sees me there. Now, remember, I'm like, is there someone around? I don't hear any, like, footsteps or nothing, no ramping. I'm just going to camp it and wait for the next circle. Wrong. That was one of the most high IQ plays I've ever done. I don't know how I thought about all that on the fly, but going back to the first move I made when he shot me was I put the ramp outside my little that little barn or whatever, that little shack, because that was what I was going to use to get out of there. That ramp caused him to miss his first shotgun pump. I did some chaos building to make him cycle. I knew I had boogies. I said, I'm going to get around a corner, boogie, and then try and shred him with my pistol, and it all worked perfect. I was so pleased with that. Let me give him a little Irish Spring kick. Okay, let me back that up so you can see from his point of view, because that dude had to be pretty hot at that, dude. That did not go as according to plan for him. That dude stalked me, camped me, pushed me, got first strike, and he got shredded. Those boogie bombs came through clutch. Okay. Sir Bossman 111, thank you for the good fight, and thank you for getting shredded. I don't know why it's lagging. That's cool. Thank you, Epic Games. Oh, come on, dude. Don't do this to me. I watched it earlier and it was perfect. Oh, this is terrible. Hopefully it won't flounder this time. Because he had me on the ropes. He's getting in the holiday spirit already. Good for you, Sir Boss Man. The series saw me bouncing in the background. It's like, oh, I see this guy. He has no idea I'm coming to get him. And no, I did not. Now, as much as I've been groaning about this season, I do like the golf carts. They're really, really effective. They're cool. They're quiet. I like them a lot. He's like, oh, I think there's a polar bear in that shack. What's with this, like, Christmas on Christmas crime here? I mean, come on, dude. Save me for the last fight, dude. We're both for the North Pole. What are you doing? Kind of poetic justice. The snowman should not be shooting the polar bear. Shame on you, Sir Boss Man. I got that wall up just in time. That probably saved me more than anything. That was fantastic. I was really, really pleased with that. Now, it seemed too good to be true. I was like, wow, I get a nice shred like that, I'm going to get my ass kicked somewhere in this game. And luckily, I was wrong. So let me go to a little further. Somebody slamming doors around here. I think I got to go to 18-minute mark. So I'll bring up something else about the loadout, like I mentioned earlier. Okay, so I had a blue pistol, and I swapped it for a blue SMG, but I also had a Rift. And I was like, you know what? Oh, and I swapped my blue AR for a suppressed AR. When we go in here, see that? See those grenades? I had a Rift. I said, you know what? It's endgame. People are lasering people out of the sky at this point in the game. Just get something that you can use to torture someone in a build or in a building or something. So I dropped the Rift for this. And it came through super clutch once again. So I can't, like, emphasize enough, even if it's not the strength of the weapon you want, use weapons that you like more than weapons that are OP. Because when you're in a tough fight, your reactions are what you need, right? And your reactions will help you execute better than the strength of the weapon. Okay, so stop it here. At this point, there's like 5 people left, and I'm just going to camp this little hill here, this little ridge, and look at, where was I? At Paradise Palms. By the time I get out of my truck, like, it's just me and this last dude, and I didn't even realize that. And I'm like, is somebody pushing me? Now, much like Sir Bossman, I guess he had seen me driving around. It was kind of sus to me. Like how is this dude already pushing me? I just got here. But this, again, like with Sir Bossman, I had my head in the right place. I was aggressive enough, and I just annihilate this guy. Okay, this dude's already a 10 times better player than I am. He should have been dead like 3 times right there. But he should have had me when he came around that corner. I didn't have my box fully boxed up. He misses me with a hand cannon. I get the wall up. I get my SMG ready. He shoots the wall, I shred through, and I have this dude on the ropes. Now, what did I just pick up at that little barn back over there? He is on the run, Bubby. That's it. Bank shot off the wall with a grenade launcher. He cracked me with that hand cannon, but he didn't get a headshot. And that was over so fast and so smooth. I was so happy with just how assertive I was. Because when these guys come at you in your box, there's 2 things they can do. They can come up and hit with the pickaxe and then shred it and box you in, and they have piece control. Or they can hit it with their axe and then try and push. Like, typically the best players always try and box me in and do piece control. And so that's why as soon as I get the wall up, I get something ready, and as soon as I see them ready to make a move, I'm going to push through with them. And we're going to see who's going to win. But I had that guy completely on the ropes, and he kept reinforcing his wall. I can't build like that. You know, like, I don't know how you reinforce your wall so quickly. If I didn't have those stink grenades, he probably could have healed up and came out and got me. But I pushed him all over that place. And when he got by that wall, I said, ooh, I'm going to bank shot this dude. Let's watch it from his perspective, and then we'll be done with a very satisfying trio of dubs to start the season. I'm not going up, you're coming down. Hey everybody, that's it. That's my latest little recap medley. Only got 3 wins and like, I don't know, 20 drops or so, maybe 25. What are you gonna do? It's tough. I'm gonna keep dropping. I don't like what's going on with the game with them bringing all the sweats back, but what are you gonna do? I'll just hope for more games that end up like this, where I have my head on my shoulders and the right weapons to pull it off. Thanks for anyone who watches this live or watches the recaps. Just hopefully you can take some tips from it, help you improve your gameplay, and we'll see you around. I do know that I got a notice from PlayStation about how they're no longer going to be allowing to post, like I pull the frame grabs for my Twitter feed and then I use them over here whenever as title cards. They're going to stop that on November 13th, which is a real bummer, because that's what I use for all these videos. But that's coming to an end, so I'm going to grab as many as I can and stack them, but use them for down the road. Okay, everyone, that's it. I'm going to quit yapping here. Polar Patroller is still #1 for me, and gets me my most wins. And have some fun drops, everyone. I'll see you next time. Rock and roll.